If you are looking for a Prebuilt PC, this is a really good time to buy one since the market actually has great offers. So in this video, I will show you 10 different Prebuilt PCs for every single budget, and I will explain to you what these PCs are capable of running for you to understand even if you're a beginner. I really recommend you sticking until the end of the video to see your budget and also to get personal PC help. You will have the links to all of these systems down below in the video description. That being said, let's start. With the cheapest one on the list, we have the Prebuilt Gaming Desktop from Amazon. This one is going for $575, so really cheap for a Prebuilt PC on the market. It has the RX 5500 for the GPU and the Ryzen 5 5600G for the CPU. Then you get 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of SSD. If you don't know anything about computers, this is just a functional PC. So if you want a system that is going to be just functional, but also a good option for 1080p gaming, of course, I'm not talking about high FPS 1080p ultra settings, but for most titles you will be able to achieve 60 plus FPS at 1080p, and for esports titles such as Valorant, Fortnite and CSGO, you will be able to achieve 100 plus FPS. So really not bad for the price, but if you want high FPS, I recommend you spending a bit of extra money and get the Victus 15L from the HP website instead. This one is $729 with 99 cents and it's on sale right now. You save $170, which is a really good sale for a PC like this because you get the i5 13400, which is the latest i5 generation from Intel, 13th gen, and then you get the GTX 1660 Super with 6 gigs of VRAM, which will make a difference between 4 gigs of VRAM and 6 gigs. You also get 8 gigs of RAM, but this time it's 2x8, meaning that you will get better performance from the last one. So yes, you're spending a bit of extra money, but trust me, the performance difference for gaming is going to be huge. This is a much better option for the price overall. However, if you have even more money, I recommend you clicking on customize and buy and changing the RAM to 16 gigs and then the storage to 500 gigs of SSD at least, and make this PC better overall. If you do those upgrades, your gaming experience will be much better than the last one, and there's basically no game that you cannot run at 1080p with this system, 60 plus FPS on average, even the high demanding titles. This next PC though is a better option for 1080p high FPS. We are talking about the Skytech Archangel from Newegg. This one has the i5 12400F, which is slightly worse than the i5 13400 from the HP Victus, but here you get the RTX 3060, which is a really good GPU for 1080p gaming. It has 12 gigs of VRAM, which is more than enough, and you can actually start playing at 1440p as well with this GPU. So if you want a 1440p monitor, this PC is the starting point, and it's on a huge sale right now, going for $900. You also get a terabyte of NVMe SSD and 16 gigs of RAM, so here you do not have to upgrade anything. You get good airflow with this case and the front mesh panel, so overall a really nice system, and you can also achieve really high FPS at 1080p. So if you're looking for the highest FPS at 1080p for the price, I would be looking for this one or the next one on the list, which is better. And that one is another Victus 15L going for $979. It's not even $100 more expensive than the last one, but trust me when I say you will be getting better performance because you get the RX 6600 XT and the Ryzen 7 5700G for the processor. You also get 16 gigs of RAM and 500 gigs of SSD, but on top of that you get a terabyte of hard drive, so overall you get more storage and better gaming performance. The 6600 XT is really capable of 1440p gaming, so this is going to be better than the last one, especially at that resolution. For 1080p, either the RTX 3060 or the RX 6600 XT are going to give you great FPS in every single game, even though the 6600 XT is going to be the better choice. So of course, if you do not want to spend more than $900, go with the Skytech one or the other Victus, but if you can go a bit further than $900, this PC is a really solid option and it's going on sale, so you end up saving $370 by the time that I'm recording this video. With the next one, we have, in my opinion, the best value price to performance Prebuilt PC on this list, and I'm talking about the Skytech Nebula with the RTX 4070. This deal is so good that I actually made a video about it. You can go ahead and watch it in the top right of the screen. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but you get the i5 12400F and the RTX 4070. If you want 1440p high FPS and you do not want to spend more than $1,300, this is definitely the one to go with. It's on sale as well. It used to be $1,500, so maybe when you're watching this, it's not on sale anymore, but if you find it at this price, it's absolutely the best choice that you can make, because trust me when I say this, there's no other Prebuilt PC at this price point with the RTX 4070 and good airflow. The 4070 is also capable of 4K gaming, so you're not only getting a 1440p high FPS GPU, but you're also getting a 4K capable one. It's not going to be the best 4K GPU out there, but it's going to give you solid performance depending on the games that you play. And don't worry, for 1440p there are no limits with this GPU. You can play any title, even the high demanding ones, at ultra settings. With the next one we have the Azure 2 going for $1,750, and you may be wondering, the price difference between the last one and this one is huge, but that is because the last one was a really good deal. There's no other PC that is going to be better between those price ranges, and this one has the i5 13600K and the RTX 4070, so you will get the same performance when it comes to GPU, but you get a much better CPU in the i5 13600K, especially if you're a content creator. This will make a huge difference. Not only that, but you also get DDR5 memory and 32 gigs of RAM instead of 16 gigs, which for gaming is not going to really make a difference, but when it comes to multitasking, productivity work and content creation, this will make a huge difference. So if you're just going to do gaming, I don't think the price difference is worth it. However, if you're thinking of making content in the future and doing more than just gaming, then the price difference is absolutely worth it. With the next one we have the 40L. This one has the latest i7 13700K, which is one of the best CPUs in the market actually, and the RTX 4070 Ti. This one is more expensive than the other ones at $25,50, but you are getting a better GPU and better CPU. Once again, for content creators, this combo is much better than the last ones. However, if you're going to create content, I do recommend you adding 16 gigs of extra RAM, but overall this system is going to be a really good choice. I actually have this RTX 4070 Ti on my PC build and it runs absolutely amazing at 1440p. I would say this is the limit for 1440p. I wouldn't buy any GPU that is over the 4070 Ti just for 1440p gaming. And for 4K as well, it's really capable just like the 4070, but you will be getting better FPS than the RTX 4070. So if you want the highest FPS at 1440p possible, let's say a 240Hz 1440p monitor, this PC is the right choice for you. With the next one we have the Eclipse. This one has the same i7 13700K, but you get the RTX 4080 instead of the RTX 4070 Ti. I would recommend you buying this one if you're going to do 4K gaming. If you're just going to do 1440p, like I said before, do not buy anything over the RTX 4070 Ti. Here you get 32 gigs of RAM, so that is a huge plus if you're going to do more than gaming, and you can see the estimated FPS average at 1080p and 4040p, but I wouldn't look at these FPS averages because you will be playing at 4K with this system. Like I said before, there's no point on spending $3,100 on a PC and playing at 1440p or 1080p. It's going to be a waste of money, guys. So you either buy a 4K monitor and have a great experience, or downgrade the PC and save money. Of course, you can buy this Skytech Eclipse and have a 1080p monitor, but you will just be wasting money, and I don't want you to do that. And with the last one and the best one on the list, we have the 45L with the i9 13900K and the RTX 4090. This is the best CPU GPU combo that you can get on the market right now, and it's on sale right now going for $3,800, really expensive. So I only recommend you this system if you want to play at 4K ultra settings and you want to have the highest FPS for gaming at this price point on a Prebuilt system. There are different Prebuilt PCs at around the same price with the RTX 4090, maybe a different CPU, that are also going to give you really high FPS. I will leave those alternatives in the video description in case maybe you like the aesthetics more of those systems. However, I've tested myself a 45L last year, and trust me, it is really reliable and high quality, so you will not be disappointed if you end up buying this system. But like I said before, it's only if you're going to play at 4K, the most high demanding titles, ultra settings. Otherwise, I would recommend you saving some money because you will not notice a difference between this one and let's say the Victus 15L with the 6600 XT for just 1080p gaming. And this is because of the monitor refresh rate. Now let's say you want a PC build instead of a Prebuilt PC, which is actually a good choice. I do recommend you clicking the top link in the description where you answer a couple questions and I will give you the perfect PC for you. You can also watch my playlist about PC builds where I go over the best PC builds for the moment. My last PC build video was about an $800 absolutely beast for 1440p gaming, which is an insane price compared to the Prebuilt PC market, but of course you have to build it yourself and you may not want to do that. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.